the Obidient movement, having the Labour Party differences. You have inaugurated some of the Obidient group today. How does it translate to the effectiveness of Labour Party winning FCT in the next election?
Well, I can tell you that Labour Party is the Obidient movement and the Obidient movement is Labour Party. Two of them are inseparable. You cannot separate Labour from Obidient movement, neither can you separate Obidient movement from Labour. And let me say this, Labour Party has grown as a party. And when there is growth, you expect some kind of, when people are involved in something that is growing up, there will be struggle for leadership. There will be struggle for a lot of things. If today what has happened to us is not happening, I will tell you that there is no sign of growth among us. But because that people now believe that Labour is a party that can deliver, that people can even emerge through that platform, what do you expect? The agitation to be part of the system will be there. But I can tell you that Labour is one under the able leadership of Barrister Julius Abure. Labour is not divided. We know that some people might be disenchanted because of one thing or the other. It is normal. Even in our personal families, we have disagreement, but that does not mean that the family will disintegrate. We will not allow that. And all you see the national officers under Abure doing now is that peace. Everybody is interested in making peace because peace is what will continually propel Labour going forward. So,
are you also aware of the APC and the PDP coalition to wrestle power from the Labour Party in the area council election?
Kerosene and water can never mix together. What you just said now is practically impossible. By PDP and the Labour merging together, I can tell, and PDP and APC merging together, the possibility of them coming to Labour to merge with us is what is there. In other way around, you cannot find it. And I tell you, Nigeria knows where they stand. This is 1 year into this administration. Everyone now can tell if, they said the renewed hope. Whether that hope that Buhari left behind is being renewed or what? Because that is what that mandate stands for. He said, renewed hope. We are in a hopeless situation, so they want us to renew that hopeless situation, but Nigerians will decide when the time comes.
So how has the nation fared since 1999?
Well, let me bring it down to FCT. To use my own federal constituency as a case study. FCT residents have not fared better since 1999, if you ask me. Most of the hospitals that we have were built by the military. We are not seeing new ones springing up. Democracy should done better than that of what the military can do for us. But if the men in military uniform can put so much hospital that we, that are the civilian administration, cannot maintain, it's a shame on democracy. And it's the only Labour administration that can change this.
So what is the significance of June 12?
Well, that is a day that was identified to be a day that the Nigerian Democrats struggled for the freedom of this country. For freedom, for political participation, for freedom of speech. And it was led by MKO Abiola, those ones that laid down their lives for the sake of this country. So it's a significant day in the history of this nation. You can't talk about democracy without talking of MKO Abiola and June 12th. And that particular people were those that made this democracy that we are practicing today possible. If not for their sacrifice, maybe somebody like me will not be here as member of House of Representatives. So they sacrificed a lot. It's a day that is very significant to us as Nigerians.
Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, your name and the constituency you are
My
representing.
name is Joshua Obika. I'm the member representing FCT. Yeah, yeah.